Fans of Sister Wives were completely taken aback when Kody Brown granted his wife Robyn's surprising demand. When it comes to romance, fans are aware that Robyn and Kody can be a little cheesy. When he attempted to use his natural pheromones to impress her, Robyn was not impressed, and everyone was grossed out. But this time, he believed he had a better plan that would make his wife happy. Kody quickly decided to take off his mustache when Robyn told him in the most recent episode that she didn't like it. But everything has a cost, so in exchange for shaving his facial hair, he requested a charming small favor. What is it? To find out, continue reading. Kody Brown of Sister Wives disclosed that he and Robyn were unable to have a romantic vacation since they were moving. The pair, he continued, had evolved from lovers to combat mates. The 18-year-old father asserted that he had a remedy for that, though. He uses his pheromones in his solution, which makes it a little disgusting. Robyn reported that Kody had a very strong body odor while she was packing boxes for the relocation to the new residence. Being Kody, he bent over to ask his wife, "Do you enjoy that, like my scent?" As he joked about peacocking and flaunted his muscles, Brown couldn't help but smile. But Robyn was not impressed by his tricks. Fans of Sister Wives may remember that Kody acknowledged a few days ago that he and Robyn were not finding time for themselves because of the house move. He went on to say that he wished to rekindle their relationship. We can see it now, though. Robyn said it felt like she was kissing one of those vegetable scrubbers from her kitchen sink, because of his beard in the most recent Sister Wives episode. She went on to say that it was so uncomfortable that she was constantly poked. But Kody came up with an easy fix. If Robyn promised to give him more kisses, he agreed to shave off his beard and mustache. He asked his wife if he would receive a prize for shaving his face before doing so. He said, "Promise me we're going to make out like teenagers." Additionally, he stated that he would not be bothered by shaving off his mustache and beard. Not long afterward, he pulled out a razor and started cutting his facial hair. Robyn could not resist flirting with her cherished spouse while he only had a beard on his chin. "Oh, look at that jawline," she exclaimed. "It's been a long time since I've seen it." She also acknowledged in the confessional that Kody appeared nicer and younger. The two started kissing in the restroom shortly after that. "Dude, I'm about to get kissed." "Kody, kiss me?" he said to the cameras. The pair was unable to separate their hands. Then in the confessional, Robyn expressed how much better he looked and how much she loved his new appearance. "Yeah, let's just make out," it says. "That will be fantastic," she remarked. Robyn went on to say that she liked her spouse to seem clean-shaven. Don't assume that the Sister Wives universe has given you every imaginable twist. As it turns out, Kody Brown, who is well known for his controversial views, complicated relationships, and renowned bushy hair, just made a shocking personal adjustment that has followers talking non-stop. And it's all about romance and facial hair this time. Yes, you read correctly. Robyn allegedly wanted to make out like teenagers, so Kody Brown cut his mustache. Viewers are arguing whether this is sweet, cringeworthy, manipulative, romantic, or just another instance of Robyn's influence over Kody. What began as a light-hearted proposal between the couple has turned into a full-fledged fandom breakdown. According to insider information and new behind-the-scenes rumors, Robyn has been pushing Kody to remove the beard hair she reportedly never liked but tolerated, in order to rekindle their intimacy. And now, in the name of love, Kody has taken the razor to the emblem of his midlife cowboy identity. Beneath this sudden love gesture, however, is a much larger story that has to do with power, preference, insecurity, and the emotional turmoil that remains after the Brown family's dissolution. Let's explore this bizarre development. The mustache that started to take on a life of its own for many years. Kody Brown's hairstyle has been nearly as famous as his Sister Wives persona. Fans have made several comments about his changing appearance, from the blow-dried volume to the golden curls. However, the mustache, he adopted that more recent sign in the subsequent seasons, practically making it a defining characteristic of his character as the rugged father of 18. The mustache became symbolic of several things: his uniqueness. After the divorce, he changed. His increased self-reliance with the departure of Christine, Janelle, and Meri. Some admirers even believe that Kody's mustache was a subliminal protest against his ex-wives, a visual statement that stated, "I'm doing things my way now." However, insiders said that Robyn's opinion was the only one that truly mattered to him, and she had never been a fan of the facial hair. Kody apparently lunged for the razor when she joked that she missed kissing him, like in the old days, and said that if he shaved properly, they would make out more. Fans are aware of Robyn's profound influence. Viewers have always believed that Robyn Brown is the woman that has the most influence over Kody. There is no denying the two have a romantic relationship. However, the public has long accused Kody of putting Robyn before the rest of the family, particularly throughout the COVID disputes, the housing problems, and the emotional toll of losing 3 spouses. Viewers responded instantly when it was revealed that Kody had shaved his mustache at Robyn's request. They weren't surprised. They were not perplexed. Of course he did, they said. Robyn still has the most emotional pull, and this event felt like a tiny yet meaningful reminder of that. That Kody takes important action in response to her, even the tiniest request. Beneath all the drama, however, this story also displays something shockingly human. A man attempting to maintain his final romantic relationship. A revitalized romance or a need for approval. Robyn has reportedly been experiencing the stress of being the final wife standing. Despite her desire to avoid monogamy, she finds herself as Kody's last remaining partner. She claims that the loneliness has affected her more severely than anticipated. According to insiders, she longs for the days when the two would go on secret dates, kiss in the vehicle like teenagers, and have an exhilarating and forbidden connection. Now that the other wives have left, so has the enthusiasm. Robyn reportedly told Kody that she missed their spark before the family disintegrated and that she wanted to feel girlish again. The mustache was another aspect of Kody's current appearance that she didn't appreciate. It tickled, she joked, and made kissing less passionate. That was all that was required. To please Robyn, Kody removed the mustache that fans have been making fun of, appreciating, studying, and turning into memes for years. What does this actually mean, though? Is Kody attempting to rekindle Robyn's romance? Is he desperate to maintain the last intact marriage? Or is he just acting in his usual manner, putting Robyn's comfort first? All three can be the answer. A marriage appended by uncertainty, guilt, and loss. Robyn hasn't always been the favorite wife, even though she has been for years. The same turbulence that tore apart the rest of the family has also torn her marriage to Kody. She has carried a lot of guilt, questioning whether she is to blame for the family's disintegration. Kody has been overcome with remorse, sadness, and resentment. Fans have witnessed scenes of Kody sobbing, claiming that his love for his wives was destroyed and that he had failed the family. It hasn't been easy, despite Robyn's best efforts to keep their relationship intact. Their relationship has been difficult, strained, and under pressure. Therefore, Kody saw Robyn's request, no matter how minor, as a chance to ease the emotional strain between them. Grooming wasn't the only reason to shave the mustache. It was a matter of comfort. It was to let Robyn know that he still loves her, still wants her, and still listens to her. The goal was to demonstrate that their relationship is stronger than his hair. Do the other wives roll their eyes, or do they understand silently? Fans have made hot guesses about Christine, Janelle, and Meri's reactions to this new development, even though the ex-wives haven't directly commented. It sounds like Kody. Christine would probably chuckle. She's always thought Robyn had the most power over him. Although Janelle would likely remain tactful, she finds it amusing that something so unimportant could garner media attention. He never shaved his mustache for me, Meri could lament. The pattern is recognizable. Kody takes Robyn's idea as gospel. However, it has nothing to do with regulations, money, or holidays this time. It has to do with closeness. It has to do with nostalgia. It's not two folks who have lost everything and are attempting to get back in touch. The internet erupts as the fans react. This story has been widely embraced by Sister Wives followers. Some find it amusing, some unsettling, and some oddly endearing. However, practically everyone has a viewpoint. 3 groups of general responses can be distinguished. Robyn told him to shave it, of course. Supporters who think Robyn is in charge of every aspect of Kody's life were not at all shocked. Kody's attempt to act like a teenager once more is extremely embarrassing. This is interpreted by many viewers as Kody trying too hard to win Robyn over or clinging to his youth. This is actually quite adorable. After such a trying year, some admirers think it's adorable that he's willing to change for her. Whatever the perspective, one thing is certain. Everything about Kody and Robyn's relationship can be inferred from this seemingly little incident. A razor, love, and loss. The significance of the shave. Normally, facial hair has no symbolic importance, but for Kody Brown it does. He was feeling irritated when he developed a mustache. Cut off from his wives, rebellious, free, injured. His mustache became an integral part of his personality after the divorce, indicating that he was no longer living up to the standards of plural marriage. Is it gone now? He can be giving a completely different signal. He may be attempting to restore order. Perhaps he is letting go of the resentment. The one woman who stayed Robyn may be the object of his softening. Or perhaps he is just going back to a time when his marriage to Robyn was an escape rather than a hardship. In any case, the timing speaks volumes. The implications for Robyn and Kody's future insiders say Robyn has been working harder than ever to re-establish connection despite the upheaval in their relationship. Instead of feeling burdened, she wants to feel selected. She desires a romance that isn't plagued by the breakdown of multiple marriages, and the first tiny step in that direction might be Kody shaving his mustache. Not a very impressive gesture, not a significant change, just a low-key, a little uncomfortable attempt to get back in touch. Robyn yearned for youthful kisses. She desired intimacy without feeling burdened. She desired an exciting version of Kody. Kody fulfilled his promise. They still have a long way to go in their marriage. Tears, guilt, therapy, reconstruction, and unavoidably more drama are all part of the process. However, for the time being, this adolescent-like flirting is providing them with something they really needed: a chuckle, a spark. A reminder that love can appear in the most unlikely places, even if it is messy and complex, even with a mustache. The decision: is love really in the hair then? Yes, in the Sister Wives universe. Every hairstyle, beard trim, mustache stage, and ponytail change becomes a plot point, a symbol, or a headline. And Kody's choice to shave his beard in Robyn's honor? It's more than just a grooming decision. It reflects their relationship, their challenges, their past, their aspirations, and their continuous effort to maintain romance in the face of chaos and heartache. One thing is certain, regardless of whether fans find it endearing, embarrassing, deceptive, or humorous.